He controlled the late game monster in Weiba. But Trace Esports will get their hands once again on the Gragas, a champion that has haunted Filipino or APAC teams in general over and over again, will be gifted over to Trace Esports.
Are we gonna be seeing the same lineup here again by both teams? I mean, it's one way to redeem themselves for NAOS Esports and Trace Esports to just dictate the game, but Akali by Yusa, I'm excited for this.
Definitely a champion that has been very flashy. Can attach onto your backline, can deal massive AoE damage, perfect execution deals AoE damage, 5-point strike deals AoE damage, and the Shroud. It can really impact all these team fights because it's so scary to even be near the smoke, right? Like, you know the Akali's there, ready to bounce, ready to assassinate you. Now Esports is going for a pivot as well, going for the Orin instead of going for the Nautilus.
I actually like this change because team fighting, this is gonna give NAOS Esports so many ways to counter-engage Trace Esports. Because a while ago, Margo got caught so many times.
Yeah.
He tried to escape so many times as well, but us was unsuccessful in a majority of it. And Trace Esports really found a way to intercept NAOS Esports, penetrate their backline through the Nautilus as well.
Yeah.
This time, this is a much tastier option and even more impactful in the crowd control.
I was waiting for an opening for the Kassadin to get picked here by Mitsura, but it's also going to be denied here by Trace Esports. No counterplay available to Mitsura. This Akali will just have a very good time in the mid lane unless NAOS Esports go for Zed? Question mark? Did we ever see Zed in WRL 2? I don't think so,
not
right?
Yet. Not yet. Zero Zed so far. But Mitsura did try out like Lucian versus Kassadin. I'm not so sure if he is gonna be as
against
confident
Akali?
going up against Akali.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a big risk for sure.
Shyvana once again going to be picked up here. You know what? How about doubling down? Have Mitsura play the Jace, have Mirmo play the Zeri, and have Lee Sin be played by Fate. That's one way to look at.
Might just be the thing. I mean, it's kind of like that.
Yeah. They need some AP damage, and that's why they went for... Wait, what? Wait,
something changed.
Yeah.
Okay, not the Lilia. Tristana. Huh.
That's a triple AD composition that can easily get countered by armor stacking here by Pack. Aha! Double marksman composition plus a Jace to accelerate the game is what NAOS is saying here. They're saying that Mitsura is better on a ranged champion, and they're going to play it out.
I'm liking that they have so much late game scaling and also consistent DPS. But same question goes, how do you deal with Yusa? They have no answers for it.
So far, Yusa has been terrorizing and has been the better mid laner. You have to remember that in game number 1, Mitsura's total damage was 6,000. That's nothing that you want from your mid laner. The back-to-back APAC player of the week in the mid lane has been Mitsura. Week 1 MVP was Mitsura, right? Like, those are the individual awards that we've been keeping track because NAOS Esports was definitely not in contention during season 1 in all those awards, but in season number 2 they started out so hot, getting a 3-0 start, and is trying to go back to their winning ways because after losing against G2 Blacklist, they definitely want to go back to the winning side of things. Now, game number 2 starts with Trace Esports in the advantage.
Same placement of wards, but not the same response by NAOS Esports this time around. Not risking for the biscuit there to take that.
Wait, that's
ward.
a pause. Okay. We're going to enter a very quick pause here, game. Easier said than done. One game at a time is the goal here by NAOS Esports. I just want to say that it's kind of nice that the pause happened before anything happened, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's a really momentum stopper, to say the least. But yeah, we are
I can
looking at
still-
we're looking at runes. It's not often that we discuss about the runes, right? Because it's, how should we say it? It's so fast, but it's kind of standard, right? Like some of the champions here and there still electing to go for a Conqueror. Mirmo, meanwhile, going for lethal tempo. For the Tristana for more attack speed. I wasn't able to see Weiba's keystone choices. What was his keystone choices? Did you see?
I wasn't able to see it as well,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll check
But
it.
we do see the golds he secured. 941 per minute. Definitely massive as someone that has like great wave clear in the early game.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like every time that you play the Shyvana, you just play the farming simulation game at the early stages of the game, and whenever flashes happen, especially when you have the dragon form, that's when Shyvana really becomes a threat. As I did say, right? Like Shyvana is that one champion that, wait, hang on, Calm trying to assert
down.
his dominance, and he's so low in health right now.
Was he able to dodge that attack? He is still okay. Is hanging by a thread though there. Needs to be a lot more careful because if Weiba ganks there, he's dead.
Exactly. Weiba though is not going to gank you at level 4 or pre-level 5. That's one way to look at it, right? Like Trace Esports is willing to trade off the early game ganking prowess of Weiba by funneling him down more resources. And you look at Fate.
Damage, Fate as well, following up. Not enough to actually get
Wait.
any kills. On the other hand,
my
Trace
God.
Esports does possess so much that they have to invest exhaust. Calm though surviving. The counter strike. Dragon form has been used here by Weiba, but Sura being able to back him up will at least deny that first blood by Trace Esports.
And an invade to the jungle of Fate. Now it's not yet done though.
Yusa as well gonna be joining, but that engage by Fate might just
Perfect
be better.
execution.
Yusa trying to follow up.
There's a second
Will
one.
be able to deal the damage.
Oh!
Good dodge by Yusa though. On that shock blast, top notch.
And also, he went for the greedy play of trying to get the perfect execution too on 2 targets. That's what happened. So let's go look at that play once again by NAOS Esports. They were able to get the first kill. Mirmo, by the way, flashing, making sure that the perfect execution won. Not going to hit. If anything, like Mirmo is that one player that really knows how to survive all those engages, but now it's not yet done here in the mid lane.
They chase down Lee Sao. Flash has been invested. The tactical sweep will not connect.
Yep.
So I think the fight is done. Just a bit of an extension of the fight occurred in the bottom lane. But yeah,
Look
so
at
many
Fate,
things
though.
could have happened there as well.
Call off the Forge
Will
God.
get the damage. Good chain CC. Weiba as well can be next. No dragon form, and Calm survives as well. But Yusa is gonna be here. Low HP. That's gonna be used to isolate all of the members here of NAOS Esports. They try to funnel down to Yusa, but it's not gonna be effective at all. Tack secures a kill. Yeah, Calm will be able to survive at the very least.
It's a 2-4-2, but what an explosive cast by Tack. Drilling them against the wall are the members of NAOS Esports. Mirmo has to be careful. Buster shot.
Oh no.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Executed. And now Mitsura trying to go and chase Juju. He does have that very fast kill, and that is going to be a return kill. It's always fun to play Zeri in the mid lane just because you can use that skill to traverse that very long wall. No, we all know Magical Journey to be able to do that, and without the Bard, only Zeri can do it, I guess.
It's like the new Twisted Fate mid lane or the old Aurelian Soul. Now Zeri's the one who can make those
Exactly.
short time rotations.
It's super good, especially in competitive, in where it's all about rotations. But you still have to give credit to Juju. Like that's a solo kill, by the way, against Mirmo. Even with the exhaust, it did not matter. Like now, as Esports are very vulnerable on the bot lane. Now Yusa is going to invest and will be the one manning the bot lane. Meanwhile, Trace Esports. Wait, hang on. Margot trying to go for some play here, but they will not challenge a 5v5 this early.
Just used to dissuade them.
Shoot them away.
Effective. Yeah, shoot them away. Weiba's gonna be liking this. Again, scaling objectives. Mounting Soul helped them become very durable a while ago. The gas used to isolate at least Mirmo here. Does have the jump. Will be able to back away.
I did.
Now Esports will be safe.
1 HP. Once again for Mirmo, but at least now, no death for the AD carry of NAOS Esports. They're going for another play, but Margo is going to whiff.
Yeah. Outplay there. End wanting Margo there by Lee Sao. Tak is gonna join to at least try to defend this tower. We don't have anyone else, so they might be in trouble here. They dive. Hexacle Limit might actually be great here by Lee Sao. At least dissuade them off while the mid lane is being pushed by the rest of Trace Esports.
The body slam by Tak canceled the engage of Margo. And Tak showing that Pengo question mark. Just Tak things. He's always doing the emotes.
Yeah.
Playing with the minds of NAOS Esports. And now trying to taunt them to try to go for a re-engage.
He actually missed that spamming the emote. Because last season he was really...
He's still doing it though. You know what? When they won against KVG, he had plenty of time to show those emotes.
Just love it.
Crazy guy.
Makes the game a lot spicier.
Right. And so now, NAOS Esports still concentrating their efforts in trying to assist Calm on the top side, but still is an overall better performance for Lee Sao, right? In game number 1, he's been targeted by a whole lot, and he died 2 times at this, at this juncture of the game. Very different now that he basically has survived the lane to a point that he was able to defend the tower on the top side. Definitely a good sign if you're a fan of Trace Esports.
We don't see any good signs just yet as a counter to use as Kali. I'm still scared, man, of the next clash. That he is going to be joining as well. They need to find a way to shut him down before a team fight, or else he's just going to be running wild against them.
Exactly. That's one way to do it, right? Like you plan the vision, you play around. Wait, Shroud has been committed. That's an overcommitment.
Yep,
there you go. Kind of expected, right? You use a Shroud, needed follow up. Oh, hang on, NAOS.
Yeah, that chase blew apart after Weiba just ate him, basically. But Yusa doesn't have the shout anymore. Actually has it. Good timing.
Yep.
Will be able to back away unless Calm invests something like a flash.
Good
Great knock up by Margo. Counter strike on all attack cast.
Oh, good flash.
Flashed away by Calm. Perfect way to disengage. Mirma as well is there. Just help out in case Trace Esports connects.
No way.
Commits towards this fight. Knock up by Margo. Juju. Great exhaust as well, committed to try and reduce the damage, but Juju is going to be able to stay alive. Weibo secures the kill, and Trace Esports gets one as well.
That's a ganking Zaya. Oh, not every day that you see that in action, right? Like a flanking AD carry, right? Only here in WRL 2. NAOS Esports getting that 1 kill, but a return kill once again by Trace Esports. Overall, you can feel the tempo really going to the side of Trace Esports. Very different from game number 1. Yeah, I know that they have different champions now, but now Esports is really scrambling for something here right now. Fake?
This is risky. No counter strike by Calm just yet. Actually, Finally has it, but gets snared there by Juju as well. So good thing
tower.
Here for now Esports. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never.
46 HP.
I jinxed it.
Minions does the rest for Trace Esports. Now again, you look at how the movements are right now. Like Trace Esports is forcing NAOS Esports to respond play after play. Meanwhile, Weiba just being left by his by himself to really farm a lot of jungle camps. And you look at Weiba, he's being extra careful right now, prioritizing the Gargoyle Enchant as his second item. But I haven't tried this, right? Because oftentimes whenever I play Shyvana, I go full glass cannon. like just go all in. Exactly, right? Like I'm not here to set up for my teammates. I'm here to take the kills. That's it. But yeah, he's saying that, hey, you know what? We need extra survivability.
Sometimes there's the strong, independent jungler side. This time he wants to play for the team. Yusa again, just being bullied out of Fate, introducing himself as well. Great catch by Calm, but not enough just yet to actually take the kill. He's showing himself.
Yeah. Hexacle Ultimatum was not committed because Weiba was not in range. That's the level of communication that Trace Esports has right now. But now it's Esports 5-man strong here. Calm though will have honey fruits to eat up.
Potential big fight both teams doesn't want to give this major objective towards the enemy team. Lisa just zoning them away. Tak as well, massive influence actually with just his presence.
Fate used his might.
Not used it. Will Fate be able to get the steal? The answer is no. And great backline access as well. Exit ultimatum will not be used just yet, but they actually deal the damage already. Comp is trying to get the counter play. Counter strike gonna be used as well to dissuade everyone from flashing as well. Weber goes back in. Buster shot, unable to get the kill. Waiting for that tick to get the reset. 2 for 2 for now. Unable to at least get this objective by NAOS Esports. Look at the scaling now for Trace Esports.
Yeah, that's 2 dragons to the side of Trace Esports, and again, an overall win. If you think about the objective that was just secured, Trace Esports can now threaten the Dragon Soul in the game, and that's massive, especially knowing that their composition revolves around the Shyvana. Look at Weba just hammering down the Dragon, and Fate just uses might against a Grump. That's not something that you want to see. All the engages, all the AoE damage. Again, we talked about the Akali being able to dish out AoE damage with a perfectly executed perfect execution. That was so evident there. Mirmo trying his best. Ueba knowing that he's about to die. Just standed his ground.
Oof. They get the revenge onto Mitsura though. So that's massive again here for Trace Esports. Baron gonna be up in the next few seconds though. They have a chance to take this swiftly since they do have Shyvana, they do have the Xayah as well. But I think they're gonna be giving so much respect here still to NAOS Esports.
There's a level.
Fate needs to be so careful.
There's a full level gap, by the way. Weba is 1 full level ahead of Fate.
Call up the Forge God. Gonna be used. Lee Sao does have a great flanking position. Is unspotted until now. Knock off dodge with a hectic ultimatum. Carl might actually just be in trouble counter strike to try and stay alive, but it's not gonna be enough.
No way to really undeter or to deter that dive attempt against Calm. Even as a very tanky Jax, he did go down, but that's the dragon form being infested by Trace Esports. The dragon is still, jungler is still alive for NAOS. And we saw them, make all this miraculous plays at the backs of their team fighting. And so Trace Esports, what they're doing right now is to respect that. We are not going to give you an opening. If it was another team, they might just go for the 50-50, right? But Trace Esports remaining true to their discipline and is not going to give an opening to NAOS Esports.
Not at all. Fully respecting them. They have been in this kind of situation before. We mentioned it plenty of times already in this series. And Trace Esports is fully aware of that as well. They're also aware that they have one of the best scaling lineup in this game right now. And Yusa is going to be untouchable in team fights. So they have no reason to actually just be too aggressive and give opportunities to NAOS Esports.
You look at this composition overall by Trace Esports, right? Like, yeah, sure, they traded away the Zoe for the Akali, but I just feel that this is an even better lineup if you come think of it, right? Like, their engages, their team fights just elevates because of their AoE damage, and Weba just has the luxury to go Death Stance as his second item, right? Like, I can just be the tank, I can just be the focal point, and now Esports has been doing a very good job of targeting down Weba. He now has 2 deaths. Compared to what happened in game number 1 in where he went deathless, at least now, Weba is feeling the pressure from NAOS Esports, but the other members from Trace Esports are stepping up.
Even Jungle Gods bleed here in this game. NAOS Esports successfully defending mid is one of the keys to them stalling out this game, paving a way for Calm as well to work on his footwork. There's a lot of ways to actually recover from this game. Trace Esports as well, not just being reckless as well. Just waiting for yet another objective, possibly the last Elemental Drake.
Yeah, you look at the state of the game. Yeah, sure, NAOS Esports still has the double marksman composition that will scale well into the late game. Jax also, I would say, is a decent late game champion, but he got caught.
Yeah, there's like 4 people here invested. Cask as well just gonna be top-notch in timing. Has no way to escape. Will NAOS Esports turn is the question. Great 2-man knockoff as well. Margo,
4v5.
Not enough. They don't have enough damage. Dragon 4 right now by Weba chasing them down. Yusa unable to close in the distance. Margo actually charging in front is very scary. NAOS Esports
front to back,
down.
front to back.
Is up.
They need to steal this.
They will try, but at what cost? Fate tries to go in, unsuccessful! 3 dragon stack now by Trace Esports and go with the chase and gets the kills as well.
That's the Mountain Soul. That's the Mountain Soul, Kiyoung, once again. Back-to-back games. Where the Soul was just gifted over. Sorry, actually, was it that game? I believe this is the second game that we saw Mountain Soul get secured, right? And again, when talking about Mountain Soul, it's the best possible soul for all the squishy champions that we have in the game. In fact, you know, I dare say it, when it comes to competitive, Ocean Soul might just be at the same level as the Mountain Soul, because Mountain Soul gives you relative resistances and shields that all these primary carries cannot shred down. Like, you give Weiba, you give Lee Sao, you give all these champions that extra shield, and those few amounts of HP can just prove to be the difference maker. And so now NAOS is definitely feeling the pressure by Trace Esports. They translated the Soul and went over to the Baron. Now, it's a 1-3-1 time that Trace Esports is so accustomed in doing whenever they secure the Baron.
This is the same pressure that G2 Blacklist experienced a while ago against Cerberus Esports. Mountain Soul, Baron, and so many dive threats by Trace Esports this time around against NAOS Esports. They need to find a way to find a chink in the armor here of Trace Esports. It's just so hard. Right now, Calm definitely struggling. Yusa split pushing into top lane. Great knock off. Not at all an opportunity here for NAOS Esports. First inhibitor falls down. And the sides will be next.
Top lane Yusa split pushing 4-1 split tech.
Oh, into the dragon form. Lee Sao not hesitating at all. Great 2-man knock-off, 3-man rather, by Bargo, but it's not going to be enough to deter the members here of Trace Esports to get inhibitor. Weiba is stacking so much, has the gargoyle as it finally pops down. Miracle might be online with the reset, but the Nexus is taking too much damage. You have to defend it first.
The double marksman finally bared their fangs, and now Esports was able to miraculously defend their Nexus. Although, Elder. I don't think it's enough. I'm just being true. Because the Elder is alive. Actually, you know what? If NAOS Esports will be able to secure the Elder Dragon, there might just be a slim chance of them being able to come back. Just going by the numbers, I believe that the win rate of Trace Esports right now is 99.9%. You look at that. Engage once again by Tak and Weiba, just not respecting the damage output coming from NAOS Esports. Going too far forward, exhausted Buster Shot for that burst. And now Esports was at least they were able to find another life. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, they invest the station for Fate, but immediately gets blown apart there by Yusa. Absolutely insane in the damage, and now it's a Mayday position here by NAOS Esports, but they cannot escape Dragon Form by Weiba to secure the kill. Gap close, a complete wipeout as well. It's only Mark gonna be alive, but who cares? Trace Esports can just run it down. Actually, the minions did it for them.
That is when you are 10k behind and a soul is on the other side. That's bound to happen. That's a clean 2-0 to Trace Esports. They go about their winning ways. They continue their trend. They are now they're now 3-0 series-wise, and this is definitely going to be a very good win for Trace Esports. It's a